my gosh, good morning. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Evelyn. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me for a fabulous Sunday morning. It is gorgeous right now. Perfect. It's gonna get hot. I don't like the heat, but it's beautiful right now. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous weekend. Hi, Feline. Hi, Karen. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Tiffany Almeida. I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I go live every Sunday for Coffee and a Card where I show you 3 projects using Stampin' Up! Product, and you are going to love this bundle that I'm going to show you today. We're going to be using the Beautiful World bundle, which I will tell you was not my first cup of tea when I saw it. I was like, this isn't my style, it's not cute. And then Antoinette and I, a Stampin' Up! Sister from Erica's team, we joined forces and decided to challenge ourselves with this bundle and design a class. Well, the World of Good Sweet fever hit and I cannot stop designing with them. So you're gonna see I've designed a class, I've designed In Color Club around it, and I did my Facebook Live today. So you guys are gonna be like, okay, we get it. You like the bundle. So I'm excited to show you those. This is the bundle that I'm talking about, the Beautiful World bundle. It is gorgeous. It's got some amazing dies and I absolutely love it. You guys want to see the projects I designed for Antoinette's and I's class? I've got 2 cards. Look at this one. This looks like the old-fashioned notebook paper, and it's embossed with the words. So cute. This one is a magnetic fancy fold, so there's a magnet inside and you open. Isn't that cool? And then this last one is a cute little suitcase box. This box is so big, you guys. It could hold so many cool things. And it opens like this. Isn't that cute? So those are my projects, but Antoinette's are like 10 times better. So you're definitely gonna want this this class. Okay, so let me put these out of the way. So the Beautiful World bundle is absolutely stunning, and I think the big thing about this bundle is actually the designer series paper. It's really, really beautiful. So let me get into the projects that we're gonna do today. So the first one, this one is a super easy fancy fold. I learned it from QB, right? QB, Queen Bee, QB. She had this fancy fold using the Sailboat Suite, and I thought it was perfect for the world. Look how it opens. Isn't that just so cool? So it has a nice little window that the globe is in, and then you open it and you've got space for a sentiment, and it's all hidden so it won't be seen through the window, and it just has a really cool wow factor to it. So I love this project. I can't wait to show you. It's super easy, and you need those layering circle dies, which I can't live without. I love them. So what you're gonna need, and again, don't scramble to write down measurements because the project sheet has all the measurements and everything I used to make the cards. All you need to do is click on the link to my blog, scroll down past the pictures, and there's a project sheet link that you just click on and you can print it off or save it to your computer. Okay, so the base is Misty Moonlight, which is one of our new beautiful in colors. If you don't have this in color, you can join In Color Club this month and you might get this color. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just gonna make sure the edge is burnished real well so it's nice and flat. You also need a piece of designer series paper. This is that gorgeous designer series paper. I love this background piece here too on this side. So I just cut a piece that was 4 by 5 1/4, and we can actually just glue this right down. Okay, so we're gonna take this step by step. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut our window out of the center of, oh, that was crooked. Cut our window out of the center of this cardstock. So what we need are our layering circle dies, you guys. These dies are a must. I have the layering circles, squares, and ovals, and they are just essential. And I love that they have the scallops and the solid circles. I like that you can combine both. So what we're gonna need for this one is we're gonna need our second largest circle. So this is our first largest. We need the second largest. And I'm just gonna double check, but yep, that's right. So I'm gonna cut a circle out of my cardstock using the second largest circle. And then I already did this step, but I took the Misty Moonlight cardstock and I took the largest scallop circle and I cut the scallop circle around this. So basically cut this out and then I cut the circle out in the middle and it created a frame. So I used the same size. So now I have a frame that's going to go around my circle. But first we've got to cut out the circle in the center. So I've kind of already done that step for you. But just know that that's one piece that you would have to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. Okay, so I've already cut my frame. So now what we're going to do is put some adhesive on the back of it. Crafting 2.0. My projects are always like Tiffany 2.0 because my first one's always like the prototype and then I say, okay, I'm going to do this time so it's better. Okay, so take our frame, glue it around. Such an easy card. You're going to be really, really surprised. I mean, the most technical is just the circle. Okay, so let's talk about the inside piece that we need. So I've already kind of done the scoring, but I'll show you. This is a piece that is 5 1/4 by 8 inches. 5 1/4 by 8 inches. And now that I think about it, I think my project sheet has the wrong measurements. So I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. So 5 1/4 by 8, and you're gonna score at 4 and 6 on the long side. And then I folded it like a zigzag. So I folded it in and then I folded it out. So it looks like this. And it doesn't matter if it's super crooked or not exactly right because it won't matter, you won't see it. So this is gonna be the inside piece. Now before I put it in, let's go ahead and do some of the things that we need to do on the inside, like stamping and gluing our designer series paper. So the designer series paper that you need is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And it's basically the exact same size as the panel that folds right here. So we're gonna just put some adhesive on the back. I like to use liquid glue for this because I need a little bit of wiggle room. As you saw at the front of my card, it is all crooked because I didn't have time to wiggle it around. So whenever it's critical that I get it in the right place, I like to use liquid glue. All right, so there's our panel here. Now we want to do some stamping. I'm gonna stamp this feather and the little ink. It's like a fountain pen, right? Is that what they're called, fountain pens? So I stamped the feather pen, a fountain pen, whatever we want to call it, quill pen, I don't know. We're going to stamp that here in the corner. I love that you can see it when you open the card. It's right there. I love that it's right there. It's kind of a nice little touch. And then the little ink holder, little ink pot, whatever we want to call it, I did in Early Espresso. And I love that the stamp has this natural like white part that shows like it's shiny or metallic. That's really nice that they do that for us and we didn't have to color it in. So it looks shiny, it looks like metal. Okay, so there's that piece. Now, we've got to cut some pieces out. They're gonna be the front of our inside piece, this globe and these layers that are behind it. So I have a piece of crumb cake. We're gonna cut the same size circle that we used to cut out this inside piece. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought Evelyn was not feeling well. Okay, so this is that second largest circle. We're gonna cut a piece of crumb cake. And then I cut out the third largest circle in Whisper White. That's gonna be our back piece, okay? And then what we need to cut out is the globe dies. And so I'm gonna show you that. I have a scrap of Misty Moonlight. Oh, this is actually what I cut out of, I'm just gonna use what I cut out of here to cut my little globe. So let me show you in here, there is the world globe. And I love that there's two because there's, you know, it's kind of highlighting two sides of the globe, but there's also this circle that cuts out the globe that goes in the background that this can lay in. So we're gonna cut this out, this background piece, we're going to cut this out of Misty Moonlight, and then we're going to cut the globe out of Crumb Cake. So we're going to cut these pieces here real quick. Okay, so we have our world and we have our background of the world, and then I have the two circles, one that's the same size as the opening and one that's slightly smaller. Okay. Alrighty, now we have everything we need to put this card together. So let's take our card and we're going to glue this piece in, and we're just going to center it in this space. So let's just put some liquid glue on the back. Oh, see, Amanda's so smart. It's a perfect way to use your dies or your scraps. You guys remember my pile of scraps at the retreat in the spring? I had so many scraps. I should just start cutting labels and dies. Okay, so now we have this piece glued in. So what we're gonna do is fold over our card here, and these circles are gonna lay directly inside. So what I'm gonna do to just kind of make my life a little bit easier is I'm gonna glue the white one to the crumb cake. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, holding my card down and only putting glue on this panel on the right side, okay? Not putting any glue on this left side, but putting glue on the right side, we are going to glue our circle into the opening. And it fits perfectly because it's the same size as the opening that we cut. Okay? So just glue that down. Yes, you do, Cindy. Cindy has photos of me with my scraps, surrounded by my scrap pile. That's the only thing I got done that weekend, was going through all my scraps and throwing away pieces that were too small to do anything with and organizing the colors. And that's all I did for 2 days straight. Crazy. Okay. Oh, and for those of you that are wanting to do the mystery stamping on Pretty AF with Ashley and I will be posting after Facebook Live. I'll be posting a Zoom link for you guys with the password so you can join us. That's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific time. So 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys are going to join us, I hope you will. And for those of you that are not part of Pretty AF, if you want to join us, you should. Pretty AF is free to my team and free to Ashley's team. And Ashley is a demonstrator over in Canada, so we team up a lot and do things together. And we have a Facebook group called Pretty AF, and the AF stands for Ashley Pfeiffer, and for Pretty is part of my business name. So anyways, we have this group and it's $15 a month, but we go live every week with projects and fun techniques. And then we also do door prize giveaways and a creative challenge and birthday club where we send you something special on your birthday. And we have virtual swaps, and now we've started doing mystery stamping. So we're going to do mystery stamping once a month. And so we're really excited to do that. Okay, so that's happening today at 11 Pacific time for those of you that are interested. And if you want the link to Pretty AF, if you want to pay the $15 and give it a try, let me know and I'll send you the link. Okay, so this is our world die. Now we have, so this was the one thing I added because I didn't want the world just floating. I added a little stand. So we're going to stamp the stand on a scrap of Whisper White and cut that out, but we'll also cut out our sentiment at the same time. So we have a little stand, and I stamped it in Early Espresso. So we have the big stand die, but we have the little stand stamp. So I like that we have that variety. Okay, so there's our stand. Very, very cute. You have a question about what, Jenny? About this, about mystery stamping? Mystery stamping is so much fun. If you haven't done a mystery stamping event, basically what it is I give you clues and you stamp or you create this project using just the clues, and you use whatever stamp and dies or punches that you own, and you use any inks and papers and ribbon that you already own. It's all your own personal supplies that you already have. And you follow the clues just like everybody else. And then at the end, Ashley and I are gonna reveal our projects that we made using those clues. And then you guys reveal your projects that you made with the clues. And it's just so cool to see what people have come up with. So I stamped the sentiment in Misty Moonlight. And so I'm gonna die cut both of these. So this one is the stand. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're trying to come up with some fun things to add to the group. It's just a great value. And you know, you get Ashley and I every week, and it's just a lot of fun. And we give project sheets and everything for all the projects that we make. Okay, so because I don't have a label the size that I want, what I did was I used my Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I cut a size that fit my sentiment the way I wanted. So I'm going to show you, this is a 2-step cutting process to get the label size that you want. But you can basically resize these dies to whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be the size that comes with the die. And I'll show you that here in a second. So bring in my Big Shot. Yes, Cindy, love mystery stamping. Hopefully you'll be able to join us today. The preparation steps, like steps of stuff you need to get together, are already over on the event in Pretty AF. So you just need to go prep those things before we actually go live. So make sure you have all that done before we start the clues. Okay, I think my stand moved a little bit. And that's one thing that my team has started doing, our team meetings. We have a team meeting every month. I started doing mystery stamping with them 2 months ago, and it's been so much fun. We have a blast with it. And I think the most exciting part is seeing what everybody has created at the end, getting like the big reveal. It's really, really fun. Okay, so here is my first step. Now we have to get the scallop on this side. What's really cool is that you can take this die and realign the scallop edges within the grooves of where they've been cut and put your edge where you want it to be. So I'm gonna put it right there, and it's gonna recut. Yeah, Janie, seriously, it's such a great way to use your dies because not everything you want is that size. And now I have a perfect little scallop square. Isn't that cute? And it's just the size I needed. So that is that piece. Okay, so let me put this away. You guys know how I am. And put my little stand away, and then we will finish assembling this project. Now, I wanted to point out, which I will here in a second, but okay, so the stand goes right under the globe on the inside. So just putting some liquid glue on the, oh, that was dumb. You don't want to put glue on this side, on the left side, because it's going to go over the edge, and you don't want glue off of your the one side. Remember, we don't want it to stick down here. So if there's any glue showing, I'll have to erase it with my eraser. Okay, so we've got that. Then we'll close it. And then we're gonna put our label here, and I use dimensionals to pop this up. Janie singing. So when I mentioned layers, so you see how I did my circle layers, Janie, when I said that it needed to be 3 layers, how I did a larger circle, a middle circle, and then a third layer would be an even smaller circle. It doesn't have to be circles. It could be ovals. It could be Stitch So Sweetly dies. It could be whatever you have, or you can make your own layers using punches, all kinds of different things. So get creative with that. Yeah, so you'll want at least 2 to 3 layers, and that third layer is going to be Whisper White. So hopefully that helps answer your question, Janie or Jenny. Okay, so last but not least, I added some faux ribbon or faux suede ribbon. Now this ribbon, you guys, is my absolute new favorite ribbon. I love it. I love the texture. I love the way, the color. I love the way it ties. This stuff is awesome. It looks like leather. It's just an awesome ribbon, and it is my free gift with an order this month. I'm giving you my favorite ribbon as a free gift when you place a $50 order with me in August, because I just love it and I have to share what I love. So I shared the rainbow glimmer paper last month in July. That was my free gift because, again, that paper I love. And then now this month is another product that I love, which is the faux ribbon, the faux suede ribbon. So all I did was just tie a little knot. So you can thank me later. I didn't do a bow. Tie a little knot and glue it here. So let me talk about the things you get when you order from me. So when you place a $35 order with me, you get my tutorial that we talked about, and this month is the coloring techniques. But you also get my make and takes. So all the projects that I'm showing you today, you get them cut, scored, and everything prepped for you so that you can do easy crafting. You will need the stamp set and dies because that's just something that I can't do for you. I can't stamp images for you. But all the scallop circles and labels and everything will be cut for you. And then all you have to do is stamp and assemble. So you get that. And then if you up your order to $50 with me during the month, you'll get my free gift on top of the make and takes and my free tutorial. So there's lots of free. So hopefully you guys find it beneficial because it really means a lot to me when you order with me every month. This is how I'm able to continue to do the things that I love to do. Thank you so much for watching me. I have lots going on, lots of deadlines this week. So if you're not quite sure if you signed up for everything you wanted to sign up for, message me because there's lots of deadlines. The catalog goes live on Wednesday. I'm so excited. I'm sure you are too. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me on a Sunday. Have a fabulous week. We will see you next week for more crafting fun. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.